Hello, welcome to Onyx Path and tonight's Seattle by Streetlight. You may notice a slightly new face. I'm just stepping in for Kika for tonight and helping out as we tell this wonderful story about these wonderful people in the University of Washington and their historian club and missing persons and other things like that. But other than that, hi, I'm at Deirdre on Twitter or Praxagorathesmia4 as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. I will be your storyteller for the night. I am Prax, use she, her pronouns. And let's open up to see who everyone else is doing and how they're doing tonight. So let's start with, to my left on the overlay, Damien.
Hello, that's me. I forget that my character seems Damien from time to time. Hello, I'm McLokin. Today I'll be playing Davian Foster, the resident spaz, who's going to probably run around flailing and I don't know. I'm concerned about this goose because I used to play old school White Wolf, and so when you saw red tendrils in the aura, that means that they were a Diablerist. And so when she described that, I was like, this goose is a motherfucking vampire. Like, second gen fucking vampire showing up right under Kane. But yeah, that's me. I'm excited. I'm worried for AJ. And we're going to go to the tunnels and get in some fist fights. I'm excited.
Alrighty then, let's continue around and go directly below Damien on the overlay. And hey, Gabe, how you doing?
I'm good. Slightly concerned, but I'm good. I'm Gabe James Games. I'm playing Lucas, the clever, kinda, mainly concerned medium of the group, who is a psychology student. And the more trouble we get in, the more concerned he gets. Also, I have the phone number for a dead girl's mom who lives somewhere in Pennsylvania, which is the state that Gabe actually lives in. So it's real weird meta, but we're just gonna ignore that. It's fine.
I'm sure the weird and meta has absolutely no bearing on this game whatsoever. None. Not a problem at all. But moving over to the left of Gabe, it's Shauna. How we doing?
Doing good. Yes, we'll make rational decisions like always. We won't split off and go by ourselves. I'm sure. Nothing like that. I'm Shauna playing Cirrus, and I'm playing Stephanie, the photography student, trans, and petty larceny. Also petty larceny. And also she's a psychometrist, which she can feel memories from objects.
You know, that could never go wrong whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Not a problem at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure. But why don't we step to the left and see, hey, Simon, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Simon at Wandering DM, and tonight I'll be playing James Flynn, the laid-back teacher's assistant, who has 0 powers whatsoever, and he just wants the group to go have a drink so I can have my beat.
Give me a deception check for that.
You're already cool because you're going to buy us beer.
Yeah, that's my power. I'm over 21.
It's a very important power to have on a college campus. I'm not encouraging in any way, shape, or form illegal activity, but it's an important power to have. And directly above Simon is Russ. How are we doing tonight?
Hi, I'm doing well. My name is Russ, and I will be playing AJ. We both use they/them pronouns. AJ is going to be fighting in a fight club today. And AJ is also dancing in a silver and gold palace, so there's a lot of weird things going on. Yeah, so let's see how this goes, and as we know from previous episodes, dumb bitch hours are 24/7.
That light never goes off. But yeah, I believe there was a discussion about going down to some tunnels because there was a fight club and AJ promised to introduce some people to the fight club.
Yeah. Some people want to place bets, not naming any names. And AJ has a fight scheduled. And then we're all heading to the underground of Gasworks Park.
I have a very important question for AJ. Does he inform the individuals who may possibly be taking bets on this particular event? Not that he knows anything about it. Apologies, my bad. I will get this correct, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Do they inform the others who may or may not be taking bets on this particular event that who they are fighting and whether or not that improves their odds?
No, because I don't think that they would know their odds currently. I think this is sort of a fight where it's kind of up in the air. They've sort of heard about each other, the two fighters, but they never actually seen each other fight yet.
Open billing.
Yes.
Very good times for bookies. Not so good times for bettors. But where are you meeting to take these fine folk with you to the...
Well, after we split up last time, I informed everyone that the entryway to the tunnels is behind the dumpsters behind the cafeteria. Actually, between the dumpsters and the wall. You have to, like, pull the dumpsters forward and get into a sewer tunnel.
Oh, that's great.
It's not actually a sewer tunnel, but it's a tunnel.
So who is meeting AJ at the dumpster access to the tunnels?
Better be everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
How are you prepared for this event? I need to know, the audience needs to know.
AJ or everyone else?
Well, let's start with AJ and then we can add in everyone else because I think this is...
So because it's still winter, AJ is very much bundled up, but it's kind of like older clothes, pretty beat up. They have like wrappings around their fists, like bandages around their fists and everything. And they have big fluffy earmuffs on right now. And like a backpack with some other clothes and things that they might need. And a flashlight.
Fully prepared. But as you're waiting around to enter this, you notice your friends, ? Acquaintances, start to roll in. I have a question, Lucas. What are you wearing to the fights in the underground fight club in the sewer system?
So it's a dress shirt, a nice red tie, a vest, but it's not like buttoned up, and then a pair of like, they're definitely like almost like a stretchier dress pants. So it's definitely not that they're not dress pants, but he was like, well, I can't not wear black to match it. So it's like he's like almost like business casual going to the fight. Yeah, he's excited.
Is Lucas wearing dress shoes to the tunnels that may or may not connect to sewer systems?
Nope, boots. It's a look.
When Lucas shows up, AJ looks at him and goes, "You know we might have to run, right?"
When you go to meet God, you gotta look nice. I heard that in a song once. I don't know.
Are you planning on dying tonight?
I don't know.
Lucas, I'm really worried about you. I feel like you're really accepting death very easily today.
Honestly, I keep hearing voices of dead children. Everybody's doing crazy stuff. I don't know what to believe anymore. I thought that I was the only one who had weird abilities. Turns out Stephanie can understand objects. AJ, this is all...
There was also a monster goose
nope,
thing?
nope. Not even talking about that. Not even tendrils. Geese don't have tendrils. They might have barbed parts, but they don't have tendrils.
I mean, have you seen the TikTok of it yet, though?
It's out there. I just
They put the Wii theme song to it, and it's great.
All I know is fighting makes sense. There's no tendrils in fighting. There's no psychic stuff in fighting. People just hate each other, and then other people put money on it.
All right. I wonder when everyone else is going to show up.
I would like to add, this is when Damien shows up, and if you guys are by the dumpster, you see it open up a little bit, and he's just like, "Is the goose out there?"
Yes.
Okay. He goes back in and hides.
How long have you been in the dumpster for?
As he like peeks his head back out, he like looks around for the goose, and he has like a flashlight, and he's reading like the aura reading books that he had, and he's like, "When did we leave the club room?"
Little afternoon, I would say.
Yeah, that.
You know the entrance isn't in the dumpster, right?
I'm aware, but I needed somewhere to hide, and I didn't want the goose to follow me.
But there were buildings.
What if the goose can open doors?
And it can open lids. Doors have handles.
No. Hold on. I think Damien has a good point here. A goose can fly up to a handle. A goose is too small to lift a lid.
Mm-hmm.
You just want Damien to stay in the dumpster.
Kind of.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm fine with this plan.
I'm going to tell you that you will have to leave the dumpster to enter the tunnels.
Where's
Okay.
James?
As I like climb out of the dumpster, like with my books, and I'm like looking around for the goose, and just like,
You want to roll that perception alertness?
I will. I don't know if it's alertness anymore.
No, it's new sheets would be resolve composure.
It's
Yep.
also in the dumpster.
Sorry. Like I said, I will get these words right.
Is it resolve composure?
No, resolve and composure are both attributes, so it's going
Yeah,
to be
no, that's what. Well,
for perceiving?
yeah.
for perceiving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll gladly roll that. Let me get to. There we go.
Is weird.
3 successes.
there is no goose in sight.
Mm-hmm.
You do find a little bit of goose poop right at the edge of the dumpster,
I knew it.
and you see James walking up to you.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Damien's in the dumpster.
Well, I climbed out of the dumpster.
Damien was in the dumpster.
James is dressed the same way he was dressed all day.
James, did you change?
No, why?
Are you dressed the same way that you were dressed yesterday? Have you not changed your
Yes.
clothes the past day?
No, because
Okay.
remember, I didn't sleep at all. I stayed on my computer all night, and then I went, oh shit, I took my stuff, and I went to class.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Just
sleep.
reminding myself.
So I haven't, yeah. I took a quick shower in the college showers. But I didn't
You
change
mean
my
the
clothes.
locker room?
The locker room, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, AJ, I thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I try it tonight?
Try what?
Well, like, could you put in my name? Like, as a, like, new
Oh.
fighter?
Okay.
Can I do it
So-
too?
Hold on. We need to go through the rules of the Bruisers. I was hoping to wait for Stephanie to show up.
Oh, we
but
can wait for her.
We'll go through the rules and we'll discuss it. And And then if you want to fight, you can. You just need to find an opponent.
All right, but I don't want to fight you though.
That's fair.
'Cause
I don't really want to fight you either.
That'd be weird.
I will say I do think I'd kick your butt.
I've had my fair share of brawls.
Good to know. Damien, I thought you didn't want to fight.
Well, after the incident last night, and I just been kind of thinking about it. As I know how to shoot a gun, as we established, but I was going to ask you, AJ, maybe I can teach you how to shoot a gun if you teach me how to punch people.
I know how to shoot a gun.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I can teach you how to punch people.
Is there anything else you'd like to learn?
You could teach me for some of my sociology classes. That'd be great, because my TA is kind of inefficient.
I mean, I could do what I can.
I resent that.
I mean, hey, you were supposed to teach me yesterday, and you didn't teach me anything.
I forgot. Look, I'm
Anyways.
Tomorrow. Promise.
AJ, like, looks you in the eye and points at you and says, "You promise?"
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Do you want to learn about things about, like, the supernatural?
Oh! I mean, you could teach me about werewolves. You said that, like, those exist.
Yeah, I can find what research I have on them and get that to you.
Lucas, do you want to learn about werewolves?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
Those, whatever.
Wait,
Nope.
what if Sokka's a werewolf?
No.
Sorry. I don't feel safe then having the dog at home.
No, the dogs generally aren't werewolves. They're not a wolf.
I think generally before something means that there's a possibility.
What if there's a were-dog?
You know, let's just wait for Stephanie.
I mean, yeah, would Carol really hang out with a were-dog? I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, she might.
Are we talking about the same Carol? Because I believe that the Carol I know would absolutely have a were-dog.
Yeah.
I think then, like, Stephanie just kind of, like, runs. And she, probably the reason why she is, at least to Damien knows her, she is kitted up with her urban exploration gear. So she has the coveralls underneath her coat, boots, and her, like, backpack. She's ready to go. It's like, ooh, sorry I'm late.
Oh, he looks her over and he's like, God damn it, I knew I forgot something.
I think I might have a spare in here somewhere, maybe.
You came right to a trash can.
Yes.
You didn't really think to prepare. You went from Gasworth Park Underground, 2 classes, to the clubhouse, to a trash can. Yeah. Not much time to prepare there.
No, I was reading about auras.
Have you eaten today?
Yes.
I have a protein bar in my pockets if you want.
Okay.
I'll take that.
I have some emergency, like, trail mix in here if we need it, if we get hungry.
Well,
Nice.
we need to actually talk about the rules first.
Yes.
So, our
the
group
money?
has a few rules.
Mm-hmm.
When you're there, you can only use your first name. Second rule, remove all jewelry before fighting. There's actually more rules. I'm missing part of these rules, I believe. No, actually, no, I have them. Third rule, always see a medic after a fight, just to check out if you have a concussion or anything unseen. 4, you can only fight if all the fighters in the fight consent. So no gang up fights, that kind of stuff. The Pit King's word is law.
Pit King.
Yes. They're kind of the unofficial referee / host of the games. Sixth rule is no outside food or drink. And the seventh rule is pillow fight nights are once a month.
Wow, pillow fight seems nice.
Pillow fight.
This is not pillow fight night.
Oh. And I'm guessing with the first name thing, photography's not allowed.
It's not specifically in the rules, but I would
Cool.
assume so.
Not in the rules.
Is there any betting done on the dark web?
Not as far as I know. Normally people don't whip out electronics there. I will tell you that the last person who whipped out a phone was thrown out by the Pit King. But I also know that the Pit King does have a phone.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'll recognize some of the students.
It's not all students. You'll recognize the lunch lady. She's a good uppercut. Okay, everyone ready?
How's betting
Yes.
work?
Betting depends on the tier that you bet in. They have the lower tiers, the middle tiers, and the upper tiers. Upper tier starts at $1,000. Middle is 100, and low tier is 20. The higher up you go, the better gain you get.
All right, low tier it is then.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
have $100 on me.
Any questions for me?
How do you
we
enter
go?
fights?
Well, normally you would approach someone you would like to fight or talk to the Pit King and say, hey, I'd like to fight this person. And you and the other fighter must consent to the fight. And then if there's not a big schedule, then you fight that day. So far, today I believe the schedule is pretty free. I know there's my fight today. I'm not really sure who else has a fight, though.
Neat. Okay.
I question, AJ, how did you get into that?
Well, that's an interesting question. So, I don't know how much you know about my dad.
I think I heard you once say he's a cop or something.
Yeah. So, a while back, he had a few documents laying out about some sort of fight group that was happening, which ended up being this fight group. And I decided to do some detective work because I was a fool at the time. And I ended up getting kind of roped into things. Not in the sense of anything by force, more just like I may have helped them evade the cops at one point. May have.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I was also technically 17. Okay.
But is it like, can you leave if you want to leave? It's
Oh,
not like
yeah.
some sort of cult. Okay.
No. You can. They have no problem with you leaving.
Just checking.
I mean, I've not fought for a few months sometimes when I'm either out of town with my mom on somewhere else or, you know. So we're good to go?
Yeah, it seems suspect. Let's do it.
Let's get to the fight.
You are so willing to throw away your life all of a sudden, and it worries me.
This is the most normal thing that's happened to me in 24 hours.
Has the goose changed you?
Everything has changed me.
Okay. And AJ starts pulling the dumpster away from the wall to get access to the tunnel.
Nice.
I think the tunnel's actually probably part of like the wall of the school, like the entryways behind the dumpster, and you like climb into the walls of the school, then go downwards within like the area between where the outside wall is and where the inside wall is.
Yeah.
Nice.
leads down to probably some old access tunnels, maintenance tunnels.
Yeah.
The not really stairs per se, but those old iron rung ladders that are bolted into the cement and concrete. It's a little dark, but still moderately well lit from like some bare bulbs kind of flickering points.
Everyone have your flashlight?
I had one on my phone. I don't have it anymore.
Okay. I'm
I have
using
a
my
flashlight.
actual flashlight.
Stephanie has like one of those headlamp things. LED headlamps.
I got like one of the big like mag lights.
Lucas, did you prepare besides your outfit?
I didn't think we had to bring things. I thought it was gonna be well lit. I don't know what this is.
You remember that we're not just going to Fight Club, right? We're also going to the park.
Oh, damn it. I mean, nah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I like turn my backpack around, unzip it, and pull out an extra flashlight and hand it to you.
You're awesome. You're so prepared.
I do this more often than you'd think.
Honestly, probably not. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea how often now.
So you make your way down into the tunnels themselves. Once you get through the maintenance shaft that's part of the building, it opens up into this, what is pretty, turn of the century up until the late 20s, coal, blackened slightly still. You can see where it was, maintained. Probably was at one point even a coal chute that's been widened out into like cement and steel tunnels that access and go pretty much everywhere. AJ, you've been here before a number of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know pretty much where exactly you're going. It's not far from here, but it's a little ways, mostly to keep the noise down and so you don't get distracted.
Yeah.
So you would lead them out?
Mm-hmm. I have a great sense of direction. So I'm going to lead the rest of the group.
That wasn't sarcasm, right?
No.
No, that wasn't sarcasm. I
Okay,
actually have
just-
an ability called direction sense,
Cool.
which means that I always know where I'm going.
Okay.
It's not long, maybe 20 minutes, and you hear it echoing off the sides of the cement and steel walls of the tunnels first before you even round the corner. And you see the lights are a little bit brighter. Somebody had taken a bunch of lanterns and strung them up, those big electric ones that you have for like disaster preparedness and storm events that somebody is, electric ones that they've got stationed around. And you can hear the sounds of cheers and bodies hitting each other, bodies hitting the floor, a couple groans of pain followed immediately by, shouts not of anger, but enthusiasm in the fight itself. There are probably, as you round the corner into what opens up into what is like a junction point of 3 or 4 different tunnels kind of come together, gives you a big open space about 20-30 feet across, and you're in the middle of the fights.
I go ahead and I immediately point out the sign that says no racism, sexism, or homophobia on it. And just look at everyone and say, reminder, that's another one of the rules. That's the only one that they hang up.
Oh, how enlightened this. Great. Oh.
And I head forward to meet up with the Pit King and get my fight arranged. And I look at everyone and I say, go ahead and walk around. Once again, careful with the camera. Bookies are over there. Anyone who's interested in fighting, you can come with me. Or you can scout out someone you would like to fight. I will mention you cannot bet on your own fights, obviously.
I'm gonna go with you.
but because I see James like sigh, there's nothing against betting on other people's fights.
Yes.
You're gonna make me rich, AJ.
I'm not. That depends on how you bet.
Don't bet on my fight. I'm just gonna tell you right now, because I'm gonna make a bad choice.
But why are you fighting then?
Fun? It's different. It
You want to
makes sense.
risk a concussion for fun?
It makes sense. Fighting makes sense. Ghosts don't make sense. Energy and aura doesn't make sense. Geese don't make sense. Fighting makes sense.
Talking to dead people makes sense, though.
Secret dungeons doesn't make sense. Labs or whatever.
Just a reminder, there is some food and drink here. It's kind of like ballpark prices. It'll be ridiculously overpriced, but if you need something, buy it. Just because if you have something, they will confiscate it.
As I'm like putting the rest of the protein bar in my mouth.
Here, take the rest of the trail mix. They're gonna take it away.
I hide it in my coat.
Did you say coat or kilt? Because I heard kilt.
Coat.
Okay.
That'd be weird if I was wearing a kilt. I come out of the dumpster in a kilt and it's like, I'm ready.
I'm ready to fight.
I watched Braveheart today.
Didn't know Damien was a Scottish traditionalist.
He has war paint on right now.
As long as nobody's mooning the English in the middle of Fight Club, I think we're fine.
Okay.
But the crowd is pretty good tonight. You know, they're about mostly regulars, you know, a number of people that you see. The Pit King is holding court kind of as you come in from the main section. He's over to your left, kind of reclining slightly. You know that the Pit King is kind of embraced this title that he has as an affectation. The Pit King title itself, you know, isn't like passed down, or not really. You kind of have to earn it. And the current Pit King is like has a chair that isn't quite a throne. It's more an armchair that he's taken from one of the offices in one of the academic buildings, but he reclines in it like it's a throne with one leg kicked over the side of the arm. Full on black on black pirate look going, and he is missing his left hand. There is no hook, but he is missing his left hand.
AJ also knows that the Pit King is a representative of some sort of larger group.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really know what that group is or anything about it, but they know that there's some sort of higher up hierarchy to this organization. Because they've arrived early before and everything's set up. And they've showed up on days where there's not a fight and there's nothing here. So where everything goes in between, AJ has no idea.
You would also see that the lunch lady is taping her hands like she's getting ready, that she might be fighting tonight.
Mm-hmm.
See a couple other people that you know. The portable convention style exhibit hall concourse food setup is rolling, and you see the hot dog rollers are going, and you can smell they actually started popping popcorn down here. Kind of an interesting, you really love the smell of fresh popcorn, but at the same time it still smells like slightly damp, not quite sewer, but tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Musty, damp, and oh wait, there's popcorn. Who are you? You're going. Where are you going, AJ?
I'm going to the Pit King sort of to do like a check-in of the sense of just like, hey, I'm here. When it's my turn for the fight, just call me out. I'll be here. Just so the Pit King never is just like shouting someone's name and not sure if they're there or not.
Who were you planning to fight tonight?
I'm fighting, like I said, someone I've never met before. All I know is that their name is Angel. I've never fought them before. I've only heard of them before. They're a pretty good fighter who uses mainly like kicks and stuff
Mhm.
versus like AJ using mainly like punching technique. So AJ kind of thinks they're at a disadvantage, but they're not sure just because they might have better range.
Where are the rest of you headed?
I'm behind AJ.
I'm also behind AJ.
I would also follow AJ to get a fight booked, though I am looking out for the lunch lady.
I think Stephanie's just following, but she kind of stops like, are you all fighting? Am I the only one that's not fighting here?
I think there's a lot of people fighting, and I don't know if I should or not, but I just want to see.
Reminder, there's no requirement that you do fight.
Okay.
You don't have to fight if you don't want to. There are some people who've come, they don't fight, they don't bet, they just kind of hang out. It's like another type of sport, basically.
How tall is Lucas?
He's about 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, a little taller. It's like, Lucas, do you want? She'll like motion to her coveralls. Like, do you want to cover your those clothes look nice. Probably get blood on them.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I will say though, the clothes really do make the look. You could earn a nice nickname.
Oh, that's true. Yes, ring name. You do a ring name, you're right?
People have ring names. I don't yet. Yeah, I just haven't gotten my style isn't really a style. Lunch lady is the lunch lady because she comes here in her work uniform.
Does she beat up kids technically?
What did you say?
So isn't she technically beating up kids?
Not everyone's kids here. Most of them are actually people from out in the city.
This is
She
illegal.
is sometimes beating up kids.
This is illegal
Yes.
fight.
Huh.
Fight ring.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone is consenting here. You're not fighting anyone who doesn't want to fight.
Yeah,
And there's no
that's-
weaponry.
But I mean, it's already illegal, so might as well be like unethical.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, she's beating kids.
I don't think
She's not-
anyone's under the age of 18 here, so
Yeah, she's not like robbing kids of their lunch money at school. She's not beating up like toddlers.
No, that's true. That's true. They all know what they get into. It's
She's fighting mostly 20-year-olds who think they can beat her, and then she proves them wrong. I haven't even fought her.
Would you though?
Can you fight her?
No,
Mattel, you want
Oh.
to fight?
I could fight her, but I haven't fought her.
Do it. I'll fight her.
Good luck
Can-
to you.
Wait, I got something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know two of you, right? Most of you.
They wouldn't
Can
know
you-
all four of you, really.
Does someone want to throw a fight and fight each other?
I'm gonna walk away before I hear this. I'm gonna walk away before I hear any discussion of this. And I walk away.
to be honest, like in Stage Whisper, I'm just like, to be honest, I don't know if that's the best idea because I don't know if they have spotters or people looking for that kind of thing for like actual hits and that kind of stuff. Because if people are betting money, especially if there's some sort of other tally or other way people can bet remotely, and that's why I was asking about the dark web earlier. That might be something that they have professional people looking to see if they're actually good hits or not. And especially you get checked out medically at the end of it. So technically the medical advisor might be part of it to double check to see if when you got punched in certain areas, you got punched if you're bruised.
That's
No.
fair.
Bad idea. You're right, Damien.
Oh,
You're smart. I want to
Thank
fight
you.
the lunch lady.
I'll leave you the lunch lady. I'll pick someone else.
Did you want to? No. I mean, if you want to fight the lunch lady,
I just have things to work out through, and since I haven't, I just I need a punching
You
bag.
fight the lunch lady.
I don't know. AJ's talked a lot about the lunch lady. That might cause another problem other than forgetting your current ones.
That's fine. If whoever wins lunch lady or James, then can fight AJ. It works out.
But
Cool.
AJ said they didn't want to fight the lunch lady because the lunch lady was tough.
Well, then we better hope James wins.
This is just as good as a throw. Okay, that's fine.
Damien's kind of like nodded and like walked off after AJ, who's gonna go talk to the king.
So, AJ, you're walking up to the Pit King as he's reclining slightly, kind of has an indistinct look about him, some mix of Pacific Islander and something else you can't quite pick out, kind of leaning back, reclined. He leaves his left arm kind of resting on his knee that's flung over the chair, and his right arm kind of holds a glass of water, and he's just watching the fights at the moment.
He's truly just like doing a bisexual lounge at this point, and I'm proud of him for that.
Fully embracing it.
All right, I'd go up to the Pit King and be like, "I'm here, ready for the fight with Angel whenever."
Well, Angel will be here shortly. Figure second round.
Sure. How many other fights are scheduled for tonight so far?
May's just feeling like she wants to work out some aggression, so there's that.
Okay. That will be interesting. Brought some newbies who might be interested in fighting. I don't know who they're planning on fighting. They're currently... And I kind of turn back around and look at the rest of the group.
Damien's right behind you.
Sizing up candidates.
And at that moment, you see Lucas like, whoa, like making a whole stance, and it's being so awkward.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Sup, dude?
I like that. I'm gonna get that title. I like that. He kind of laughed sort of at that. His general just kind of demeanor is very relaxed. Kind of glances at Damien and very obviously sizes him up in of someone who is very obviously experienced in a fight, and they know the rules.
Already explained them.
I'll make sure the medic's on standby.
Okay. Is the medic here?
Yeah, over there.
All right. Just call me when Angel shows up.
Which of the rest of the...
I think they'll come to you and let you know.
Cool.
All right, and I walk off to the medic and just kind of leave them to their own business.
I'm still standing from the king, and he has a missing left hand.
Yeah.
Can I roll an investigation on him to see if he has any other distinguishing marks?
Sure.
Specifically, scars and tattoos.
All right. It's Wits investigation, right? Haven't changed that one on me.
No, that's the same.
Cool.
I'm not going to do it, but I almost thought about fighting the Plant King.
The Pit King?
The Pit King, yeah.
The Plant King.
Go for the throne.
I legit thought, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I will die.
2 successes.
There doesn't seem to be any real obvious marks, nothing like a tattoo or scars that you can see. He fully has embraced the kind of pirate look of, the half-open, flouncy black pirate. Picture in your mind the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Okay, yeah.
Seated with a leg thrown up over a chair and a missing left arm but instead of being a white blonde Welshman, he's a mixed race Pacific Islander.
Okay.
You would notice that he is, what you can see with his shirt open is that he is very muscular. He's very built. He looks like he knows how to fight.
Okay. I look at him and it's like, Your Majesty, I know I'm new here and all that kind of stuff, but do you fight people?
When I want to.
Oh, would you want to fight me?
Damien, no.
Are
That
you-
laugh is in character also.
You. Huh.
My philosophy or my theory is that you're probably the strongest one here and probably the best fighter. And so if I can see you fight firsthand, then maybe I can get better at fighting myself.
Have you ever fought anyone in a ring bare knuckles before?
No.
Do you know how to fall on your ass without getting hurt?
Yes.
That's half a step in the right direction. If you can beat May, I might fight you. I like your attitude.
Okay. It's like, all right, I will. It's May's the lunch lady, correct?
May's the lunch lady. She
Okay.
is about 5'5", very, and you see her without the uniform on. She's kind of taking the shirt off, and you can see that she's got a sports bra, and she is very, very strong. You look at her, and it looks like a female body over under that shirt, and you're very much like, okay, lifting 50 quart things of oil must be a nice workout all day.
Okay.
And she's Korean and Korean American, and you can see very much that she's pulled her hair back and tied it up.
Okay.
In this house, we respect May.
I go, okay, Your Majesty, and then I beeline it to May.
And as you turn away, you can just hear him snort slightly and pick up his glass and drink.
I'm also wearing like a nice winter coat, and I have like a tie with a vest and a button up, and like nice slacks and nice dress shoes.
My goodness.
I love this. Thank you for giving me this. I appreciate it so much. It makes my night. That's me out of character. But, the Pit King is also thinking about this in his head, going like, this is fun.
I love that both of you dressed up like this was like a formal ball you were going to.
Yeah.
That's how Damien always dresses.
I'm just weird.
Damien's weird. And he's always like that weird.
Well, I do like the image of Lucas just kind of channeling Vince McMahon showing up at a WWE event in a suit and tie.
We have the Aura Seer, the People Deceiver. Really weird. Damien.
Okay, so Damien's going over to May. AJ's headed over to the medic. James, what are you doing? You're muted.
You're muted, buddy.
Sup.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I say sup to the Pit
To
King.
who?
The Pit King.
Uh-huh.
There, I'm new. I have some issues I need to deal with. Is there anyone here that I can punch?
Kind of looks you up and down. Care about other than just getting hit?
I mean, if someone was looking for a fight, lost a partner or something, I am. Yeah, anyway.
Saturday's around.
Where are they?
She's standing over there. Next to Cameron, the medic.
Alright.
She enjoys a good fight. If you can convince her to fight. have yourself a good time.
Sure. That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Do I have to call you Your Majesty or something?
No,
Okay, cool.
the title is Pit King.
Sure. Thanks.
I do have a name, but nobody asks me that.
Oh, what's your name?
Oh, that's strange. I'm the first person to ask me that in years. Wesley.
What's up, Wesley?
And you are?
James.
Pleasure.
And I'll just leave. Awkwardly just leave the conversation.
Hey, Stephanie.
Mhm.
You want to do me a favor?
Mhm.
Because I think this is a thing that would make. Can you roll me wits composure?
Okay, what's composure? All right. All right, where are you? Where are you on the sheet? There we go.
I'm worried.
Oh, this is good. This is all fine. I mean, y'all are gonna die.
I'm not gonna die.
I'm not worried about you. You're the one that I don't have to worry about. Wait, where's the dice roller thing coming out?
Anyone's gonna die. It's gonna be Damien for fighting May. Ruthless.
I think Lucas is going to fight May, though. So,
Ugh. One success.
One success. It's not really hard. It is kind of obvious because you're the only one kind of looking around and not focused on walking to someone in particular. You kind of see the Pit King's eyes follow James as he walks away. And he kind of tilts his head as he does so.
Oh, interesting. Ooh. Well,
Just an out of character reminder for the players. You can all challenge one person. There can be a 3v1 fight. It just has to be affirmed that that's how it is before the fight starts.
oh, that's cool.
Can we challenge everyone?
Yeah, if you want. I don't think it'll end well. James walks up to everyone, gets on like the chair and goes, "I'd like to fight you all at once, please."
Step on me.
So
I think I just like I'm the one standing there, and I just look at the Pit King. Like, I'm not fighting. I don't know what they're doing. Now let's turn around. I'm gonna go after Damon because I think that's where the most interesting like stuff's gonna happen. I've seen this lunch lady. She frightens me.
Lucas comes back from the bathroom and is very concerned because everyone's gone.
Lucas would know that after conversation with Pit King, AJ has walked over towards the medic. James has walked over toward, well, somebody standing near that same medic. Damien's striding purposely with like intent towards the lunch lady.
Is anyone hot around me?
Define hot and what are you looking for?
Just an attractive stranger.
I got striking looks at 2.
You don't count. A handsome stranger.
You're not a stranger. You're a TA.
We were halfway there, though.
Like I said, there are plenty of striking people here. Most of them half dressed. What are you looking for?
Is there anyone that looks like Wonder Woman?
I mean, May?
The lunch lady?
No, she looks more like a Korean American,
Someone's
Amazon,
already going for her. Can't. Oh, is there any other Amazons?
Yes.
Yep,
She
I'm
seems to be talking to another woman slightly taller than she is. Also looks like a mixed race of some sort of Asian descent. You can't quite tell from this distance.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Mm-hmm. With Damien walking towards May.
Yep. I'm gonna try to approach the other woman.
Okay.
I have a plan for this.
Yeah. So James, you and AJ are walking over to, if like you're standing looking from the Pit King, you're walking to the left. James is walking towards the medic. Standing next to the medic is is Saturday. She is very, very pale and kind of Nordic looking as she stands next to the medic, who AJ knows as Cameron. If you look to the right, to the opposite side of that like ring, like the triangle with the king at the peak, to the left is where you and James and AJ are going. To the right is where the lunch lady May is, with Damien striding purposely towards her, and Lucas striding up next to this other woman, slightly taller, mixed race, North Asian, maybe Manchurian, maybe Northern Korean.
Let's just call her the Amazon.
Yeah, you haven't met her yet. I don't know that she's introduced herself to you yet. AJ, though, what are you doing?
AJ is approaching the medic. Their nerves have kind of shot up a bit now that they're like actually walking towards the medic. And I think that there's a moment where they begin to slow down, and I think that's probably when James would like be right next to them, and they look at James and go, I can't do it. I should go back. I should go back. And starts to like turn around.
AJ, you alright?
Yeah, yes.
Are you getting cold feet because we're all here?
No. Cold feet for the fight?
And then when AJ says that, I'll look at Cameron and then back at AJ. Or for someone else.
Maybe Lucas wasn't so off when he said I might have a crush on the medic.
Then just go talk to them.
Yeah, but... Okay, I'll stick with you.
Hey, Cameron?
You look up and you notice that a figure is kind of turned and looked towards you. AJ, can you describe Cameron for us?
Cameron is he's a more like linebacker built kind of guy. But he's probably around like 5'8"-ish, 5'9". He has like short blonde hair that's been like kind of shaved down, but it's grown out just a little bit. So it's not like buzz cut, it's a little bit above that. And he has these very like piercing blue eyes, and he just has a kind look on his face almost all the time. Which is part of the reason why like AJ thinks that he's such a good medic, because he just has this look that's very reassuring to him. Yeah.
He is staring at you as you walk over and kind of half nodding to whatever Saturday is saying to him. And when James calls out to Cameron, he kind of looks up and is like, yeah?
Hi. I'm new. This is my buddy AJ.
Yeah, Cameron and I know each other. Cameron, this is James. He's here because he wants to fight, right? Did you decide who you were gonna fight?
The girl right over there. Well, I'm gonna ask her.
She's standing here. You can talk to her. Her name is Saturday.
Hi, Saturday.
She's a part of this circle of people talking now. Okay. I did introductions.
That's cool. So while I talk to Saturday, you should ask Cameron what you told me you wanted to ask them.
Okay.
And then I just leave. I am the worst wingman.
You had a question for me, AJ?
Well, I was gonna ask, Did you want something to eat? Because I don't know if you came here like right off of your shift or if you were hungry.
Eat here?
I mean, you could eat here, or like we could go for like a late dinner afterwards, or like coffee, or maybe like a drink or something.
Dinner sounds nice.
Okay. Today, or I mean, if I was to contact you I'd need a number.
Hmm. I could do that.
Okay. Yeah. A phone number. Yeah.
And he rattles off a phone number.
Hmm.
I'm not going to try and make one up because I
That's
don't know
fine.
Seattle area codes well enough to do that off the top of my head.
Okay.
But he rattles off an obvious cell phone number.
Hmm.
Um,
All right. AJ notes it down and says, I'm going to be fighting Angel today. Any tips?
don't get hit in the face.
Good tip.
They can definitely kick you in the jaw.
Okay, good to know. I'm going to go get prepped for the fight, but I will talk to you later.
I look forward to it.
And of course, I will check in after the fight.
I look forward to that too.
AJ actually like smiles back and then like gives him a nod and heads back to the fighting ring.
Stephanie, what are you doing?
I am following Damien because I'm worried about my friend now that I've seen the lunch lady, and the lunch lady is terrifying.
So, Damien.
Hello.
What you doing?
I'm walking directly up to the lunch lady and going, excuse me, May?
She kind of stops her conversation that she was having with this other taller woman as she's like wrapping her hands. She kind of looks at you.
Are you fighting anyone tonight?
Well, my scheduled fight isn't looking like it's going to show.
Would you like to fight?
Yes.
Okay.
You?
Mm-hmm.
She kind of pauses, looks at you, looks back to the woman that she's been talking with. There's a like eye conversation between the two of them. Pauses a second, turns, sees Stephanie approaching over your shoulder, and kind of looks at her and goes, "Is he serious?"
I'm afraid so.
Huh. Do you know how to fight?
No.
Do you know how to fall?
Yes. I got good at the falling part. So I figured I went and talked to the king over there, His Majesty, and then he was like, I won't fight you unless you can beat May. And I was like, okay, I'll go fight May, and then I'll here.
He is getting intriguing with that. I am mildly entertained. What is your purpose then in fighting me?
Learning how to fight.
You wish to learn?
As I fight you.
Okay.
I'm a visual learner, so I figured as soon as you come at me, I'll remember your movements and then try to incorporate it into my own, and then probably do a weightlifting regimen eventually at some point. But that's later on down the line.
Okay. Okay. She kind of looks to the woman who's standing next to her. There's a brief, again, visual conversation between the two of them. Could you roll me, what is it now? Presence empathy?
I have empathy, and I have a terrible presence. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Why is wood still stuck? There we go. Empathy. I choose you.
She will show you none in the ring.
2.
2 successes. It's not an automatic failure. She seems to nod at you, laugh, and say, all right, a lesson then.
Okay.
A lesson in falling.
Yes.
Tell the king I've agreed.
Okay. And then I instantly walk away.
And she kind of looks at Stephanie as you do, shakes her head.
I'm just gonna like just kind of like quietly, it's like, please don't kill my friend.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to Damien. Just like, you make her mad, she is going to destroy you. Just let you know.
Oh, I figured as much. But I think I can learn a lot. I just hope she doesn't knock me unconscious.
Yes. Well, don't do anything. Don't take a dirty swing at her. Don't do anything basically that'll make her just like unload terror on you. Take it from me. I've dealt with small, angry Korean women for all my life.
Mm-hmm.
That is one you do not want to mess with. So watch out.
I also think if I made her mad, she'd spit in my food.
If you can eat.
Okay. That's a fair point.
Just be careful.
Okay.
Here, I think you're gonna need this. It might not do much, but I have an energy drink. At least might help.
I look around. Did you buy that, or was that something that you brought in with you?
I brought it in. Just quick. Just chug it.
Okay. I'm like, I go in my coat and I'm like, I don't have a portable straw. And I drink it really quick and then put it in my coat pocket. I was like, oh, wait, hang on to this. And then I take off my glasses too. And I can't see anything as me. So I'm going to put those back on.
Do you want Stephanie to hold them for you?
Yeah, he's like folding up his jacket all nice and then gives you his glasses too. And then starts walking up to the Pit King in the wrong direction and then realizes he's standing over there and then slowly.
I think Stephanie's gonna point him out to you, and then she's gonna quickly say before she's gonna wander off elsewhere, but she's gonna say that, I trust you and everything. There's no one I'd want to go, in the tunnels with, but I am going to bet money on the lunch lady.
Oh, that's probably a smart bet.
I will buy you a good dinner.
Okay.
Once this thing, providing that you're in condition to, okay?
We can go to the wizard bar and find out if he's a mage or not.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
And I wander off.
Lucas, what you doing?
I want to walk up to the tall lady.
Who is very much now kind of laughing with May as she stands there.
All right, so this is a weird opportunity, weird question. You can totally say no, but if I beat you in a fight, will you go on a date with me?
The two of them turn and look at you, and the tall, now that you're standing there, she looks very Chinese, Manchurian, turns, looks you up and down, and then turns to May and says, honey, if I lose in a fight to this guy, can I go on a date with him?
I look at May.
May looks you up and down and says, no.
All right. I walk away.
Were you trying
Go
to
find
get a
somebody
date
else.
at 5?
Yeah. I go find somebody else. I go find a handsome man that looks. Is there anyone that looks like Chris Hemsworth?
I'm so glad you challenged May's girlfriend.
At least you're not fighting May.
Is there anyone that looks like Jason Momoa?
There are two very large Pacific Islanders. You can't tell if they're Maori or Hawaiian.
Dope. I go to the closer one.
Okay. He looks a little more Samoan, a little closer to the Rock than Jason Momoa, but
Rad. If you're gonna fight, you want to go on a date?
he looks you dead in the eye. He goes, if I beat you in a date, you want to go on a date?
Yeah. Okay. Deal.
Cool. He kind of nods, shakes his head. He looks like he could probably crush you with one hand. He's about, like 6'5",
Here for it.
And-
Let's go.
built. Nods. Cool. James.
Lucas.
Nice. We'll let the king know. Cool.
Yeah. I got it. Out of character. Lucas is very bisexual. If you haven't figured it out. All right, that's good.
Entirely okay. I'm loving the fact that you're using an illegal fight club to get a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed dating? How about speed fight dating?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing about this could go wrong whatsoever. James, what you up to?
So is it like beat my face, then you beat my meat?
Thanks, Simon, for being Simon. And we lost Kate.
I think I need to go. I think my parents are calling me. Hi, Mom. Can you pick me up, please? They're drinking alcohol.
So,
Yeah. Hi,
What-
Simon. How you
hi.
doing?
What day of the week are we? Like, are we a Monday, Tuesday? I thought we were a Wednesday, but I'm not sure.
No, you would have come back to class Wednesday. This is Thursday, probably.
Okay, I wasn't sure. In game, what day of the week are we? So I'll approach.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is if you assuming that it's a normal college campus, you come back to the school. You don't have classes Monday, Tuesday. You have class Wednesday, so you had the first day back of meetings would have been the first day of classes, so that would have been Wednesday.
So we'd be like Friday today.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll approach Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Sup?
Mm-hmm.
You want to beat me back to Wednesday? Because your name's Saturday. You beat me. I didn't get to sleep last night. I'm James. You wanna fight?
I kind of want to break your face right now, just for that lame joke.
Kind of the moneymaker, but you just be careful. Make it. I can probably rock black eye, but probably not a broken jaw. I need to be
Fair.
able to give my lectures.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, why not?
Cool.
And when I beat the crap out of you, you're gonna leave the lame jokes alone?
Oh, definitely. It's just I was trying to taunt you. Did it work?
Taunting? No, the taunting didn't work.
Didn't make you mad?
No. Just disappointed.
I'll take disappointed.
I'm not standing in for your mother.
No, tonight you'll be standing in for my father.
Oh, that's a complicated thing I didn't need to know, but sure.
Wow.
Looking forward to the fight. Yeah, sure. And I'll go in a corner, like far away from people.
Yep. Okay. So we've got 4 fights on the docket. Stephanie, out of curiosity, are you placing any bets on these fights?
Yes, I am. I am placing 40 on May.
Placing 40 on May. Right now, the odds on May against a newcomer that nobody's seen before, they're not great. They're only, 7-5.
I'm fine with that.
Not the best odds you could get, but decent. So
20 on AJ
20 on AJ
and 10 on the rest.
and 10 on the rest.
Yeah.
Just
I would have taken away James. If I heard that conversation, I would switch it to Saturday, but I can't. I did not hear that conversation.
40 on May, 20 on AJ, 10 on Lucas, and 10 on James.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Question: after seeing who Lucas is fighting, do you switch that bet?
I'm fine.
Okay.
It's
just
not
making
May.
sure.
Yeah,
Just
it's a young, picture a young, basically it's the, for lack of a better term, and because I picture these things in my head all the time, picture the chieftain in Moana.
Oh,
Oh
hot,
God, this is like,
terrifying.
oh, you're fighting my family. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Let's go.
No, this is moral support money.
Oh, thanks.
Except for AJ, I think legit she feels that AJ knows their stuff. Yeah.
Cool. So fights come round. AJ, you get the second round because you're a known fighter and you're pretty well aware of what's going to go. The king is decided because he wants to be entertained, and May is willing to entertain this, that Damien's fight will go first. Mostly because May is pretty much told the Pit King that this is basically, just a learning fight, and let me teach this guy a couple lessons, probably involving throwing him against a wall. I promise not to break him 100%.
Question: what is the floor covering today?
It's those replaceable. Actually, looks like somebody went out to like Michael's and got those little kid rubber mats that are in alphabet squares that are like puzzle pieces that you can lay out in different places.
Fantastic. I'm just asking because I know that they switch every time we fight.
It's definitely looks like it's a nice. They're somebody did it and they actually had fun with it, and so they did the alphabet backwards and in messed up patterns, but it's a very nice like preschool replaceable
Style, yeah.
rubber floor.
Okay. So it'll give you some padding, but not a lot.
Mm-mm. It's more to prevent the broken bones from somebody who falls badly, not from, and it gives you just enough traction that that you won't necessarily fall on your ass just from standing up. And gives you just enough heat, just enough insulation so that the ice cold cement floor won't, freeze you. Welcome to fight clubs and tunnels underground in the winter. Hey, Damien.
Hi.
Can you do me a favor? Because I want to see how this goes. Can you roll me strength brawl?
Oh, it's gonna go terrible. So one thing I do when I get in the ring, I kind of want to describe this a little bit.
Yeah,
So
go right ahead.
he gets the ring and they like do the announcement and all that kind of
Yep.
stuff. And so they have May out there, and then I walk up and I'm like this 6'2" string bean like character, and like I have a vest and a tie on, and like all I do is just roll up my sleeves. And like do it the actual way where you like roll it up and like all properly and like make it look nice and stuff like that.
It's an Anthony. It's a Giles roll.
Yeah, and he very much gets in the position of this, where he's like,
Marquis of Queensberry rules, then.
yes. Let's see, strength brawl. This is gonna go terribly.
Oh, God.
So is she letting me hit her for the first time?
She's letting you swing at her. She's not going to insult you by letting you actually hit her if it's too bad.
I'm gonna opt to fail for my shaken quality. And so like I'm gonna go hit her, and like for some odd reason it like very much like comes in to like it looks like it's gonna like hit her, and then he stops right before it, and he looks like kind of like shaking a little bit, and he thinks about the fucking goose. The goose goes through his head, and he's like, and his fist starts like shaking a little bit, and he looks terrified and spacing out a little bit.
She kind of notices and takes the fist that you brought up, your right, grabs it with her left hand and pulls you closer, and then just shoves you right in the middle of the sternum and knocks you back over on your ass.
Okay.
She's not gonna necessarily inherently beat the crap out of you when you're out of it, but she's gonna knock you back into it.
Okay. I'm sorry. My head went somewhere in the middle of that. I apologize. And I stand back up and I dust off myself, and I'm like, all right, fisticuffs it is. And then go in, and I will do the roll, and we'll see how bad it is. Oops.
This is more for storytelling purposes than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a fumble, it's just 0 successes. I am mildly impressed by this. It looks so awkward when you go up to her, because you're what, 6'2", and she's 5'5" at the most. And she's not insulting you. She's taking this too seriously. She said she would teach you a lesson on how to fight. And so she's kicking your ass, but it's not in a demeaning manner. Like, did Damien have problems with asshole bullies in school?
He did. That's how he learned how to take a hit. So that's pretty much what he would do.
Yeah, she's not acting like any of those guys that you would have suffered through in high school. This is someone who's like, okay, you brought the fist up. That's good. Now, see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab your arm here, and I'm going to flip you over me. And then, now you're on the back. You're back on the ground. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready to keep going?
Yes.
All right. Now, come on, let's go. And she's literally teaching this. Using this as like a teaching moment, but she's still kicking your ass.
Okay. I look at her as we're like flirting, and I go, "Can you really hit me?"
She kind of takes a second, glances at you, and then glances at over your shoulder, and where anyone who's watching can see Cameron is watching this fight. Kind of looks at Cameron, nods, looks at you, says, "You want me to really hit you?" Okay. Could you roll me a dex dodge, please, sir? What is it now? Is it still? No, it's dex. Oh, it's still gonna be brawl. Roll it. Make it dex brawl instead of strength brawl.
Okay.
Because dodge doesn't exist anymore.
Hold on, I have to move my cat who conveniently wants to go in front of my screens.
Oh no, you don't have your glasses.
I don't. But for someone who has 2400 vision, I do not dodge.
You don't dodge this at all, and she just she says she's going to hit you. She didn't tell you where, and she just brings her knee up into the middle of your...
Okay.
And then kind of pushes you back over.
Can I roll a stamina? I don't know how to absorb a hit. I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah, we'll roll stamina against that to see if you stay upright.
3 successes.
You don't immediately fall to the floor, but the wind is definitely knocked out of you and you're kind of bent over on the ground.
As I imagine I probably like slide back and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
And she goes, you took that very well. I know some people that might actually work with you about that.
Oh, good. Good. I always like learning new things. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cameron's over there. He's the medic. You want to go talk to him?
Yeah, okay. Slowly walk off.
And Mai just kind of like half claps at you, waves, and then walks back to her girlfriend. Hey, AJ. After Mai's exhibition fight lesson in
getting kicked.
Yeah. The king announces your fight.
With Angel, yes.
With Angel. What does Angel look like?
Angel is a Latinx woman who is probably around like 6 feet tall. She's pretty tall. And she normally comes in like a tank top sort of thing, and she dresses very dark colors. She has this like cunning intellect behind her eyes that like when you look at her, you know she's thinking a mile a minute, and she's analyzing every single situation that's in front of her. AJ kind of thinks that she might be like a detective for like the police department, just based on like that alone. Like that look that like some police officers have of like just analyzing a situation very quickly. She also like just has the most muscular legs. Like it literally looks like she probably like jump ropes every day, and just like every day is like day for her.
Yeah, she kind of comes in and she steps into the ring. Instead of looking like someone who kickboxes or plays around with kickboxing, as you may have seen, like working out, she brings her knee up to her chin and just kind of brings her elbow down on it. And has anyone here actually studied martial arts of the characters, not the players?
AJ,
I have as well.
AJ and Lucas?
Yeah, it's a secret.
You would recognize that she doesn't do what she's warming up. It's not kickboxing, it's Muay Thai.
Bye AJ.
Oh, $20. Good.
So AJ, describe how you enter the ring.
AJ is no longer wearing that sweatshirt they were wearing. They're now wearing like also another like muscle tank top. They're now wearing like shorts, like sort of compression shorts. And they sort of enter the ring just like stretching their back and like stretching their arms out. Kind of just ready for the fight. I think they've spent the past like little bit kind of just warming up. They did stop to watch Damien's fight and the disaster that it was, but they've like been warming up this time.
All right then. Gonna let you roll strength brawl.
Okay. I also have a specialization,
In
Brawl Fight Club.
Brawl Flight Club specialization. I love it.
So I will get one additional die.
Mhm.
Wow. 7 dice and 1 success. I have the worst luck.
Yeah. Because I want to see how she does.
17 successes.
I don't roll that well all the time.
That emphasis on all the time.
Hmm. She only gets 3.
Oh,
It does look like a good fight though. It's not out of match. You are both kind of in the same general class. It's just she's having a much better night.
Yeah.
And are you distracted about dinner plans?
I think it starts out probably being dinner plans. And then I think it becomes flashes of darkness. Flashes of like trees.
Mm-hmm.
Just things that like their memories kind of foggy from what happened last night.
Mhm.
All I remember is walking through the forest, going up to Gasworth Park, and then walking back and just kind of being there facing Gasworth Park, and they're seeing sort of like flickering of trees and shadows kind of in the back of their mind. And I think that's kind of what's getting them very distracted.
So it's not your best fight night,
Mm.
but it's not like you don't know what you're doing. You get some good hits in, but you don't you're not gauging the distance well enough. So a couple of times she definitely controls the fight by making sure that you are out of range to be able to hit her.
Yeah.
You have maybe a couple inches on her, but it's not, with legs, she can do a full high kick, and anyone who's studied dance can also see that she can do that full high kick, and it looks like she is used to doing it. So she gets you in the face like a couple times that you're not 100% prepared for. All in all, the fight is good. It's a good fight to watch. Everyone enjoys watching it. There's some good crowd shouting for both of you, but in the end, she kind of just brings her knee up to your jaw just enough, and you go over the side and fall out of the ring.
Yeah. AJ would like take a moment to sort of collect themselves, just like everything spinning, make the room stop for a moment, and then they'd like get up and put out a hand to Angel and say, "Good fight."
Good fight. She actually comes over to kind of like give you a hand up.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah, AJ would take it.
Yeah.
AJ has no like anger, no, I didn't win kind of thing. It's very much like this is normal.
Yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
Look forward to the next time.
Yeah, next time I'll definitely watch out for the range.
Yeah. You got some good hits in. Just need
Thanks.
you need to be a little bit closer, honey.
Yeah, I do. I'm better up close.
Yeah.
All right. And then AJ would probably one last handshake, one nod, and then head out of the ring to get checked out by the medic.
Yeah, she kind of walks sort of with you to get checked out.
Yeah.
You would see that Damien's kind of like still sitting next to Cameron, not breathing as heavily anymore, but just kind of sitting there, kind of taking it all in and observing what's going on.
Less like needing immediate medical attention, more just like you sit here and just take a moment.
Yeah, I think Stephanie's there too. Stephanie's with Damien. Like, she's like, you took a big punch.
Hey, Lucas, what you up to?
As that happens, before the fight starts, I want to actually walk over to Angel.
Okay, before the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll wind the clock back to
No. After the fight with AJ.
Oh, after the fight with AJ.
Before my fight.
But before your fight. Okay. So as she's standing next to the medic, kind of getting checked out, she's got a bruise right on her ribs, but that's about it right now. And some broken knuckles.
Well done. That was good. How long have you been studying?
Long enough. You are
Lucas, I'm sorry.
Angel. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, Angel.
Few years. You study?
Let me show you. And I'm going to walk over to the ring and get ready for my fight.
She kind of, as, AJ, you would notice, and Damien would probably notice, that she kind of stares as Lucas walks up to the ring.
I am so sorry about him.
And I take off my tie and I wrap it around my fist.
Mm-hmm. What are you apologizing for, AJ?
The whole... I've noticed a lot of flirting from Lucas today, and it's weird.
Oh, honey, that's just fun.
Fair. Oh, they also asked out May's girlfriend.
Which one?
Fair.
You mean Jen?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They were talking together, and he went up and said, so I've heard already, if I win a fight against you, can we go on a date? May said no.
I mean, for May, that kind of, maybe she just didn't like him. That's okay. That's more for me.
Oh my goodness, are you going to go on a date with him?
Define date.
Okay. Well, I know what your dates are like. Are you planning on probably eating some pizza, then having some late night fun?
Pizza may or may not be involved.
Fair enough.
Let's see if you can maintain the stamina.
I think at this point, AJ is just like, okay, and just walks up to Cameron to get checked out, make sure that they're okay medically.
Cameron is very professional in checking you out.
Mm-hmm.
He maintains his kind of professional demeanor as a medic until after he's done checking you out, and then he's like, it was a good fight.
Not the best, but pretty good. Thanks.
Well, I'm looking forward to dinner.
Yes, I have the number. I will text you after all of this, of course.
Mm-hmm. Lucas.
So as I'm getting into the ring, I actually do unbutton the shirt and take off the vest. There's just a plain black t-shirt. And in this moment, for all of you, my demeanor is very different than usual. Because Lucas is usually friendly and nervous, but you see him unusually calm. And when I get into the ring, I take the same stance that Angel did. Muay Thai.
Okay, I have honest questions. Are you doing this in these not quite dress slacks?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. The James, the very tall Samoan Fijian looking gentleman, has definitely taken his shirt off, and he's wearing not quite, those kind of slightly off ops pants
Mm-hmm.
that you can get. It looks more like for range of movement. He is how tall is Lucas?
He's 5'9".
Yeah, this guy's 6'4", 6'5", and built like a linebacker. And
Cool.
he kind of stands, looks at you, and goes, "All right, let's fight."
Deal.
So, strength brawl.
Yep. And I do actually have a brawl specialization of Muay Thai.
Cool.
So it's very interesting that you had someone else that had it.
I like Muay Thai.
See. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, hell.
Oh no.
Yeah, your
Wait,
wound
why are you
penalty.
wounded at -3?
Yeah, why are you
What?
wounded at -3?
Oh, because
Yeah,
you
what
checked
happened?
all of your health. You don't have to check your health boxes.
Oh.
Oh, you
then
get
that,
more dice.
then
They
that
were-
would have been
Okay, roll it again.
okay. Why are
'Cause
my
that-
health boxes checked?
I don't know.
Weird.
Okay, that
Huh,
Did
okay.
you die?
no,
No.
that was fine.
Oh,
You're
would've
fine.
Surprise, surprise.
He's been dead the whole time. It's over.
All right, let's try that again.
Yeah, let's try that again.
Should have kept the first
Oh
one.
my!
Should have kept the
I
first one.
will keep the one success because I'm not a horribly evil DM.
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my god!
This is amazing. I get a date no matter what. Doesn't matter. That's fine.
Possibly 2 dates.
I think in this fight, it's slowly starting to dawn on Stephanie that she's basically paid money to watch her friends get their asses kicked.
Lucas, it is again a decent fight, but you are. I don't know if you're outclassed, if you're out of practice.
I haven't done this in a while.
But he definitely throws you like you come in for a couple kicks and he kind of braces, takes the kick leg and flips you a couple times.
It's amazing.
And it looks almost it's a good fight. You get some good hits in, but he's definitely the dominant fighter in this ring at the moment.
See, and this is how you build an underdog.
This is how you build an underdog fight, as you get your ass kicked by a 6'4" Samoan Fijian.
Sounds like a good Friday night to me.
Well, now we know Gabe's plans for the weekend.
I'm so glad that we can just have an episode that's just called Fight Club, because this entire episode is just gonna be fighting.
Not all of it. So he throws you pretty hard a couple times, and then that last kick that you try to go, instead of throwing you, he kind of brings you up and over his shoulder and pins you to the ground. And you're muted.
That's impressive. Yes.
So he kind of like, tomorrow night?
Deal. Yes.
Right. Come on, let me get you checked out. He kind of like helps you stand up. Can you roll me 3d10? Just straight 3d10. It's a very important thing.
27.
Your pants have not split from this.
Kind of sad. These are good pants.
Very impressive. So by now, Damien's sitting over by the medic. AJ's kind of... Where is AJ staying over near Cameron?
I think AJ's kind of nearby, sort of more talking to Damien, but still near Cameron, but not like
Yeah.
right up against him or anything.
Angel kind of is waiting, kind of as you walk back up. Looks at James over your shoulder, Lucas. Nods to him. He kind of smirks, nods back, and Angel kind of holds out her fingers like this, and there's a folded piece of paper in between the two of them. Call me later. And she walks away.
I love this place.
I look at Lucas and I say, just so you know, she likes pepperoni.
What about sausage? All right, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Can I punch him? Can I punch him?
I mean,
Did he
we're
say
in a
that in
fight
character?
club.
Challenge him to a fight.
Oh, yes! Fight me, AJ! Fight me! Right now.
I don't want to damage him, but I legitimately want to punch him.
Is AJ starting to regret bringing their friends to this thing?
Specifically just Lucas.
I go to the Pit King and ask if we can have an emergency dispute fight.
Over what? What is this dispute fight?
Pizza toppings, apparently.
Yes.
Oh.
AJ does not think that pineapple is an acceptable pizza topping.
Pineapple is not an acceptable pizza topping.
Now, question: is that the fight? Is that the Pit King or is that Prax?
The Sicilian says the pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza. The only fruit that belongs on a pizza, onions. Well, no, onions are a vegetable, doesn't count. But only fruit are olives, tomatoes.
Can I defend that logic against AJ in the ring for my honor? I'm gonna fight you, AJ.
Pit King says no.
Worth it.
Yeah. But the last fight is called up. It's James and Saturday. And the Pit King kind of shifts himself. He's now actually sitting almost correctly on the chair. He's kind of crossed his legs the other way. And he gestures to, you can see one of the concession stands, and they kind of bring him over like a small bucket of popcorn. He's like, cool.
Is he focused on the fight?
Yes, he is focused on this particular fight.
Mm-hmm.
When the fight's going on, can I aura read him?
The Pit King?
Yes. Do it.
Didn't we learn our lesson?
This has gone
reading?
well every time.
Yes. That's what I want to do during the fight.
Okay.
Last time you aura read a man who was dead. Then you read a demon goose.
It can only be better, I guess.
What if he's also a demon goose?
Then James has some problems then.
I mean, there are going to be problems either way.
Good.
Okay. Yes, you can. But James, you're walking up, and Saturday, how tall is James?
I had that up in my things. I think James is 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
He's not that, like, very tall, just slightly above average.
He's 5'7". Okay.
Oh, no.
Saturday is she's your height. Nordic looking, very pale. Blonde hair that she's kind of got pulled back into very severe fishtail braids. So they're very, very tight against her head, and they kind of are short. She looks very... looks like she's looking forward to this fight, and unlike Lucas's fighting partners, she doesn't look like she's flirting with you at all.
No, she's disappointed in me. Why would she?
Exactly. Yep. Stephanie, out of curiosity, what are you doing? I know that Damien's going to try and read the Pit King during this fight.
I am watching James's. Like, this is my last $10. The last two fights did not go my way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to cheer James on.
James is going to remove his necklace and hand it over to Stephanie.
Cool. Awesome.
Sell it on eBay.
I got a better idea. You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah. This is instinctual. Like, this might just be something like.
I think it's. I don't think it's even instinctual. I think it's just not necessarily in your control at the moment.
Yeah,
You're focused on something else.
This is narratively uncontrolled one.
And
like,
it is something that is very dear to him.
Cool. This is not gonna. This is. I'm also making not great choices with this. All right.
So you're gonna try and read that. Go ahead.
Yep. All right. So
Bitch.
yeah, we are. Yeah. You shouldn't have expected us to do anything. All right. I'm just double checking the modifiers on this because they're do. Where are they?
Like, if there's any info I can give you to help.
Yeah,
let me know.
it's. I'm guessing anything that I get on here is going to be pretty. You're within the area. I'm just kind of going.
He's literally handed it to you. It's something very dear to him.
All right. All right, let's do it. So that is.
What
With
if there's
what's
an
called-
important event that happened? Like, how does it work with, like, do you just ask me questions, or do you see something?
I can ask you a question,
Okay.
but it's probably gonna be like, what is the strongest thing? Because it's usually the most like intense emotion that comes off of it.
It's the most emotion that comes right off of it if she rolls well.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna roll that, and I have +1 because I am specialized in this. 1 success. Cool.
There is a very strong emotion tied to this necklace, isn't there, James?
Yes. It's conflicting. Do you see the last, like, biggest emotion, or like all of them?
I guess it's. Ooh.
I think
I'm gonna
it
ask.
depends on you.
Yeah.
Because I can give them to you, like, in order of, like, most recent.
Oh, I can give you. I said I can pick which of these questions.
Yeah,
go
pick
ahead.
one. You get to
What?
pick one question because
Oh,
you have
this-
one success.
What breaking point caused this memory?
And I would have to give you a memory too, right? Oh God, which one do I want to give you? You know what? I'm gonna go with the most recent. The memory is of a Greyhound bus flipping over as it slid on ice, crashing into trees, and just people wailing. The emotion is fear.
Ooh, okay.
Can you roll me
God.
Stephanie, can you roll me I think it's composure empathy?
Okay, composure and empathy. All right. Empathy. God, I'm gonna be winding up. Damn.
You don't immediately drop this necklace, but you want to.
Yeah.
And you feel this it's that taste in the back of your mouth when you feel violently sick, but you're trying to hold yourself back from being sick kind of feeling. But you control yourself. You hold on to it for a moment.
Yeah, I think she has that thing where it, like, she makes the motion to like kind of throw it, but she has like a grip on it.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, I'm okay.
And she has, I think, the way that she kind of manifests stuff, especially with like the strong one, she kind of like has like anxiety attack like oncomers, like, so she's like just kind of like in that early like stage of anxiety attack when this thing happens, and just like just stares at it for like a good couple seconds and kind of like zones James out. And I don't think James has to look too hard to know that like something like upset her. Like, she's breathing hard.
I think James will realize what he just did, but the sound of the fight brings him back to the present, the moment, and tells himself he's gonna deal with that later.
Yeah, the Pit King is calling for the fight. Saturday is kind of standing there. She's wearing a t-shirt, like an athletics fit shirt, one of the Drywick ones kind of thing, and sports leggings. And she doesn't currently have shoes on, but she looks like she's pretty prepared for a fight. And she just kind of looks at you and goes, raises an eyebrow.
I don't normally do this sober, but
It's more fun when you're sober.
yeah, we'll see. I'm not rolling Wit's computer.
No, you're not.
That would have been weird.
That would have been very strange.
I am going to use my specialty of fighting dirty.
There are no rules in this.
And I am going to use my fighting style merit. Which
Cool.
basically what it does is the description is at some point in the fight I'll bring my hands together and hit her up like on the head with all of my weight behind. If I have more successes than her stamina, she drops prone.
Yep.
But it also gives me a +2 to
Okay.
the thing. And I have an exceptional success if I rolled 3 successes or over.
Yep.
3 successes.
Well, she is going to roll. No, sorry. Have to getting used to this. Sorry. Okay. Making sure I have that right. She only has 2 successes. So you beat her by 1. Which means you can then you have to do what is it to your to her stamina if you beat
If
her
she has 3 stamina or less, I knock her prone.
You've knocked her prone. She has less than that. You kind of come in with a overhead shot, and she kind of tries to dodge out of the way, but takes it again in the side of her neck, and you just hit her here, and she knocked her straight out down.
That never happens normally to James. He's never managed to pull that off before. So
she kind of
yeah, go ahead.
She kind of coughs a few times before she shakes her head.
He would approach her. Oh, I forgot to describe something during the fight. James gets into this mindset of everything that happened back home when he was growing up, and he's not fighting like Lucas and AJ would notice that he's not like a martial artist or anything. He's just wailing on Saturday. There's just like a lot of pent up aggression that he externalizes during the fight. But the moment she falls down, he rushes over to ask her if she's all right. It's like he snapped out of it the moment he saw her on the ground.
She is very... The fight is brutal, but not as brutal as you're expecting. Like, she's throwing some good punches at you, and she's not passive in this at all. It literally was just a brief moment of she went to dodge out of the way of your overhead double-fisted hit and didn't move quite far enough, so you hit her right in the junction of the shoulder and the neck and knocked her winded.
Yeah, it's just James is more used to losing.
Mm-hmm. And as you kind of come over and reach down for her, she would throw a hand up at you.
Like punch me?
No, just kind of like throw her hand up like she's reaching up, like she's conceding the fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll hold her hand and then pick her up.
As you do so, you feel a very tense grip on your hand. Very like strong, and she goes, fun.
I needed that. It didn't go the way I thought, but hey, thanks, I guess.
Better when you're sober?
It's actually more fun. I don't know. I'll see.
Look forward to seeing you around.
Yeah.
And she kind of walks by you, kind of like claps you on the shoulder as she does towards Cameron.
AJ, this place is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't get to talk to me right now.
Why?
Yeah,
Not
why?
you, Lucas.
What did I do?
Lucas
Because
is
I didn't
asking
win.
everyone out.
I'm not asking everyone. I asked 2 people, and then someone else asked me.
I give Lucas like eyes. I'm like, you can't. Some of these people are my friends. You can't do this to everyone.
We're not friends?
We're getting there.
You didn't win your fight either.
I know I didn't win
Gotcha.
my fight, and that's
Gotcha.
okay.
We might have both lost the fight, but at least I got a phone number. You just got your ass beat.
Oh no, I got a phone number too.
Oh, well, I got 2. Is it a competition? Because then I won. See? It's not nice. Can't even speak to dead people. You weird ass.
Anyways,
Damien
the fights-
wanted to do something during that fight, however.
Oh,
I want to slyly read the aura of the Pit King.
Pit King.
Yeah. I have the. What's his composure?
Hold on a sec. I have to pull that up. Nope, wrong one. There we go.
you have
Sorry.
a character sheet for the Pit King.
Did I mention that Kika and I
Yeah.
have notes, extensive notes and conversations?
Good.
I have to pull things up.
I'm
Okay.
so happy.
It's so good.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. So, composure. He has 3.
Okay. Go for it.
1 success.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
What are you trying to read in his aura? Just in general?
Generally, I'm very curious on why someone would start a fight ring, and he's missing a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like there's a lot going on. I just kind of want to see if he is human and not get noticed while I do this.
Not get noticed while you do this.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting until he's engrossed into the fight to kind of like slyly like look at him out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, no.
You do notice there's something off about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's human? You're pretty sure.
Okay.
But there's something that's not right about him. It's like he's older than he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an age to his aura that doesn't match his appearance. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a thing that I have to figure out. If he would ha, 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 ha. Hey. Sorry, I have to roll a thing.
The void
Cool.
looks back.
Oh no, that was
Yeah.
a goose.
He kind of halfway turns and stares at you in the middle of you doing this
I
and starts
feign.
to smirk.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
I turn around and I'm like looking at the tunnel going,
He shifts himself so he's kind of reclining back in the chair again and smiles. He's not, what you can read is he's not human.
okay.
How's it's difficult to put this into words because
He's human, but there's something else to him, but I can't tell.
yeah, there's this kind of like dark, almost black red undertone to his aura. It's just kind of there, but it's not like demon goose that's, tendrils that are shooting out at you and want to come at you. It's just like as if he had an extra shade that to his aura that's just this very dark, almost black red.
Like a crimson sort of.
Yeah, tending towards, a slightly dried blood look.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm in danger.
Cool.
Yeah, this is Damien's goddamn curious nature. Whew, okay, well, Damien is like actively trying to be like looking the other way, not paying attention to the fight, and being very obvious that he's looking at nothing currently, at a wall.
So my next question is, Damien, are you turning off your aura sight when you look away from?
I can only focus on one person.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as soon as I break it, it's gone.
Cool. You are turning away from the fight. James comes over. There's the conversation about AJ being uncomfortable with the number of people Lucas is hitting on among their friends. And Lucas being like, I'm sorry, I'm having fun. And then there's the shifting. There are a couple other fights, but then almost without your knowledge and without anyone really noticing, the Pig King is kind of leaning on the wall next to you, Damien.
I didn't notice. I wouldn't have noticed that. I'd be like,
and the rest of them were
hello.
distracted by the discussion with Lucas's complicated relationship issues.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Wesley. The name's
Hello.
Wesley.
Hello, Wesley. But I heard it earlier, but Damien did not. How are you? How was my fight?
You have no broken bones. It looked like Mai had fun teaching you how to not entirely get your ass handed to you.
Well, I learned how to take a hit when I was younger, but that's I was like, recently, maybe I should take up learning how to fight. I'm getting more. I'm 21, so I'm getting, in my prime, sort of thing, and physical physique, and start working, the muscles in now, and then be able to do all that. Yeah. Are you having a good time?
I'm always having a good time on fight night.
Oh, that's nice. Have you met Lucas?
No, haven't met Lucas. Well, there was a brief introduction before he tried to hit on Mai's girlfriend, or one of Mai's girlfriends.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So, what do you do when you're not at the Fight Club?
I work. But I'm intrigued. Look forward to seeing more of you, Damien.
Oh, okay. I'll come back after I learn how to throw a punch better.
Said you're 21? And you haven't learned how to throw in a punch yet?
No, I only learned how to take them. Also to analyze things very quickly.
Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Things must be changing. But, and he kind of turns and sees James and is like, so you had yourself a good fight then?
Me?
Yeah, you didn't lose.
Yeah, I know. It's feeling's kind of good. I gotta go get my my stuff back. I'm probably gonna come back though. It's a cool spot.
Yep. AJ's got the schedule. Look forward to it.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll get to throw a punch at you.
Maybe one day, if you can work your way up to it. And he kind of like reaches over himself to kind of pat you on the shoulder as he walks by. And you see, as he walks back up to his chair, he has a brief conversation with a kind of almost indeterminate looking individual. Not from someone who made an effort to look like
Completely
background.
generic.
Yeah, like background. Small, dark hair, dark eyes, very pale looking, but like just hoodie and jeans kind of thing. Could maybe not necessarily pick them out of a crowd. You can't quite determine anything else about them. There's a brief conversation and the figure disappears. There are a couple other fights that go on. About 10 minutes later, a small woman walks up to Stephanie and hands her like $150 for the total of her winnings for the night.
Yeah, I think Stephanie is like super out of it after that reading. Do they have alcohol at this overpriced alcohol here? Because
No,
Stephanie's gonna.
There's no alcohol here, which is why the Pit King's drinking water. Just because inebriation and fighting do not go well together, and the Pit King will immediately call a fight if someone seems to be intoxicated or high in some sort of way.
Yeah. So I think after a little while, like, Stephanie kind of wanders back to the group. It's like, oh, I heard you won, James.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Here you go.
Thanks.
She'll hand you. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah. I was a little more tired than I thought.
Is everyone ready to get going? I mean, there's probably like 2 more fights, but these aren't as exciting. People normally start to filter out now, so we can probably get going.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We still have class tomorrow, so we want to get home sooner rather than later. Everyone have their flashlights?
I'm putting my coat back on and I open it right there. It's like there's like an empty can and a bag of trail mix and a flashlight in one pocket.
Okay, then let's get going. I know the way to Gasworks Park, so it's time to head through the tunnels, I guess.
All right.
Cool.
Deal.
You head out through the tunnels. Where exactly? You're heading to Gasworks Park, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So, have you been there through the tunnels before?
No, but direction sense that says that I know where I am in space, so I've been there above ground.
Mhm.
So AJ's pretty sure that they can lead the group underground, having been there above ground before.
You know that the Gasworks Park is west of campus. You know that you're going to have to kind of go north and then southwest because there's the bay in the way. Gonna have to do this and then do this.
Mhm.
So direction sense means you know where you're going. Can I just get a wits composure roll from all of you? Just, see what you know.
Wits and what?
Composure. Or no, is that it?
Mm.
Did I do that one right?
Mm.
I've done things wrong before. Hold on. Yeah, wits composure because it's the replacement for perception alertness.
Okay.
0 successes.
Got 2.
With my
0.
6 dice.
3.
I'm rolling
6.
so well.
This
Three,
is, I mean, yeah, this is Stephanie's element, so maybe.
Stephanie is doing well. Damien's doing pretty okay. James is doing okay. AJ and Lucas are still kind of like
We're arguing still. We are still arguing. I just don't think it's appropriate for me to invite you to a place and then you to start asking people out from that place. Like, it's not a frat party.
I never even said I knew you.
I introduced you to the Pit King.
Yeah, but not anybody else.
Everyone knows.
Oh. Cool.
It kind of feels like people were there to fight, not to date. It feels like you came there with the wrong purpose.
I didn't come there expecting to date anybody. There was just a lot of attractive people there.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah. And you know what? I asked, and when they said no, I walked away. And I only technically asked 2 people. When I went to go talk to Angel, it's just because I recognized Muay Thai. That was it. And then she gave me her phone number. I didn't ask for that.
Okay, fine.
I don't plan to really go back.
I think some of them will be upset if you don't go back, honestly.
I was going to go back.
I guess I have to go back so Damien doesn't die.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
But if I die, I could talk to you all the time.
I don't want that. No offense.
Oh, okay. Now I see why you want me alive. All right.
I mean, I can't. Well, okay. Hear me out. I can't turn it off.
Oh, well, I would respect your boundaries and only hang out with you in the Paranormal Cult Club.
Thanks, Damien.
You're welcome.
You're weird, but you're nice.
But
I guess that's.
I'll take that as a compliment.
while this interesting conversation / fight is going on and AJ is leading the group towards the gasworks, Stephanie, you like going urban exploring. You like looking around. You are following the directions that AJ's giving, but you're focused on, you're observing your environment a lot more. And there are a number of tunnels and there are a number of steam pipes that you can see, and you can definitely hear the water of where these tunnels may cross both the bay and like the sewers, but you're never actually going into the sewers. You notice a number of markings periodically.
Mm-hmm.
They're very odd. They don't look like any of the geocache markings that you may have come across before. They don't look like any trail markings that you've seen in. They're kind of in off places, but they're very distinctive looking. remind me, were you with James the last time? That and James just randomly read something off
Yes.
the wall.
Mhm.
And
They are not all the same,
mhm.
but you definitely like that one I remember seeing before, and
Yeah.
James could read it.
Yeah. Also, when we went down by ourselves, I think we saw some symbols.
Mhm.
So I think Stephanie, like, she's been like silent this entire time. Like she's been like a little bit ahead, and she just like stops and just like, James, it's more of those markings. She'll point to it. It's like there were those two down in the facility. Do you have any idea what they say? I know you did that last time, right?
Yeah, it says.
Safe passage this way, home this way. And then there are a couple others that are like mind the step.
Very polite markings. Safe passage is that way. Home is that way. And we should mind the step.
Well, you said the last place had doctor, and
Yeah.
it's not making me feel any better, but the step thing might be something. There might be like some sort of dip or hole somewhere, so just keep an eye out.
What do these symbols look like?
They're kind of cross between oh wait, AJ, what is your major again?
Sociology.
Cool. So you had to take intro and throw at one point. Intro and throw. They look kind of like modified pictograms, closer to linear A than anything else.
Okay.
You know, they look kind of like they were pictograms at one point, but they've obviously, you know, it's
diverged.
It's that point at which you can, you know, if you ever take a linguistics class, you can see the pictogram the pictogram that we know was from ancient Phoenician, and then you see how it eventually becomes the Greek letter if you put them in the right order at the right time. They're not identical to this is a river, but you can see where kind of at some point this was a kind of some pictogram language that has shifted to some sort of symbology now. And because of that, you know, you can recognize when they're pointed out that it's a form of language, but you don't know what it says.
James, how are you reading these?
I've been trying to look on the net. I think it's something I learned in the Boy Scouts. Like, it's been a while, I guess. I don't remember seeing them here before. It's just, it makes sense. Look, it's that, like, and I point the symbol to home. Like, it definitely looks like a home. Like a little house.
I mean,
maybe
not really.
No.
Well, it might just be, you know, rote learning, I guess.
Damien pulls out his little notepad and shines the light on it, and he's like, how'd you know the password was wolf? Because I cannot discern that is a wolf in that picture.
I'll be honest, it looks more like a man dabbing.
I think while you're having that conversation, Stephanie's taking pictures like all over this tunnel, like including the pictograms.
I kind of see it now. But it's definitely a wolf. Like,
I don't know. Maybe maybe James is a vampire, and he just forgot.
I'm not a vampire. I walked in the sun.
I don't know. Dated in Twilight. It's fine. I don't know.
Maybe you're a half vampire.
Oh, like
Could be Blade.
Or like a damn Alucard and Castlevania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is too much pop reference for me.
See that's also a vampire thing, right?
What?
Yeah, you
Not
don't
understanding
know,
pop references
you don't know modern
because you've
day
lived
stuff.
for so long.
Have you read Anne Rice?
And you also don't
I
really
went
sleep.
Okay, I didn't sleep once. That was yesterday.
How do you like your steak?
And you,
I actually like my steak raw. Not raw, rare. That was that was Simon. That was Simon making a mistake. That was Simon making a mistake.
what'd you do with Saga? Vampire.
You like steak rare.
Yeah, I like my steak rare. That's how you're supposed to eat steak.
Bloody, huh?
D, can I roll an occult to see if because I know personally vampires, when they eat, they regurgitate instantaneously unless they have like the feet. Can I roll occult and in wits cult or intelligence cult to see if I found that information anywhere?
I will let you roll for this.
Okay.
If you can determine if you know certain information about vampires.
Okay. Would that be
Yes.
intelligence or wits?
Either one.
I'll do.
I mean,
wits.
I could make.
I like wits because it's high.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, there we go. 2 successes.
Ooh.
You have come across a number of writings from various points. There was apparently an apocryphal text from a Roman Catholic priest that claimed to have met Dracula and interviewed him at some point. You're not 100% sure about that, but he does have some very interesting. He did have some very interesting scientific notations about vampires. You know that vampires cannot eat without regurgitating food. You know that they cannot walk in the daylight. There is some stories that there are problems with vampires crossing bodies of water, but that seems to be going back and forth. You know that there's also vampires who have an aversion to religious symbols and silver.
Okay.
But you are not 100% sure of what's fact and what's fiction. You do know that that this particular writings seemed relatively well organized for someone in the 15th century.
Okay.
Their Latin was pretty good.
Oh, I like accents.
See.
That's all. Okay, that's all. I just want Damien. Damien will remember that.
Damien will remember this.
But I'm not a vampire. I can
We're
tell
not
you right
saying
now.
you are a vampire.
And I
We're
don't hear dead people.
We're saying you're possibly half vampire.
How could I be half? Then my mom or my dad would be a vampire, and none of them are. My dad's an asshole, and my mom's troubled.
Sounds like your dad's a vampire.
My dad's a drunk and a wife beater.
I mean, if you ask Alucard, he probably thinks his dad's an asshole too.
I think I would have felt if he was a vampire.
But how?
What do you mean?
Yeah, more psychic than we thought. Is this a second?
No. Shoot, the necklace.
What did you do to my necklace?
Sometimes it's whatever I do, it's more like Lucas than Damien. How that works. Sometimes I can do it on command. Sometimes it just happens, and it just happened when he handed me a necklace. That's why I was acting so weird after the fight. I just saw a bus flip over, and I felt fear. No vampire stuff, just that.
Yeah, James goes white.
I look over to
Sorry.
Lucas and say, now he's pale like a vampire.
You,
Yeah.
You saw the bus?
Yeah, I did. It's don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Do what's next. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Cool. All right, so he's not a vampire. That's perfect. Awesome.
Can I read your
But-
aura?
You like your steak rare, and you've got facial hair, so maybe you're a werewolf.
I'm not.
Do you want to be?
I guess it'd
Are
be
you
cool,
trying
but
to
Yeah, I
turn him
mean-
into a werewolf?
yeah, are you a werewolf?
Irrelevant.
No.
Dodging the question.
Sokka loved you the second you.
Irrelevant. You know,
I mean,
this
the
park,
ghost that go after him.
This park. Whew, this park.
We're not there yet.
Well, we will be, and when we get there, I'll be promptly excited.
Okay.
Let's just.
We should probably be quiet. I think whatever we're going to, we're not supposed to be here.
Well, we
After
know
8th,
the
yeah.
password, at least.
Yeah.
The password was wolf. It's werewolves.
As you're walking along, Damien, I have a question for you. Where are
Yes.
you in this as this conversation is happening?
I imagine. I imagine I'm walking like forward and kind of like looking as things are. And I imagine Stephanie is. I don't know where Stephanie is. I imagine she was like forward too.
Mhm.
And then I imagine AJ was kind of like pointing out, arguing with Lucas. He's like this way and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, I would be kind of like in the front and like analyzing things and like looking around, curious. And then like if the group stops, I'd probably like wander up a little bit further and then like realize that they weren't with me and like go back.
Cool. Can you roll me Dex Brawl?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Oh.
As you know, Damien, you notice that the others have stopped and are commenting on James' possible member of the undead question mark status or lupine status. You kind of are starting to walk backwards, but you just miss it. You don't see it as you're kind of slightly distracted, and you trip over a wire.
Mm-mm.
And you hear a click.
Oh, I stay low and I start crawling back to everyone. I did a thing.
What?
Everyone, duck, wire,
What?
booby trap, booby trap.
Down.
As a gout of flame emerges basically right where you were.
Oh.
What the hell are you doing, Stranger
Holy
Things?
sh-
I thought the symbol said safe passage.
It said, watch your step.
It did
literally
say
traps?
watch your step.
It did say watch your step.
I started walking backwards and I tripped over it.
Just keep an eye out for that sort of thing. You remember, like, the squatters? They like to, like, leave little things. Remember that?
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think squatters like to leave flamethrowers underground.
That's a
No, they
Wizard.
don't do. No, they don't. But we have to watch out.
What squatters do you know that are leaving flamethrowers underground?
They don't leave flamethrowers. They leave like boards with nails in them, so you step on them. Things like that.
Yeah, but you said earlier that it might have been like some sort of government facility.
It looked way, way, way fancier than anything that we were expecting.
Like, what if it is?
Real quick, as they're talking, can I investigate the trap to see if it's only meant to set off the flamethrower and not as a security system at the same time?
Sure. You want to roll me that intelligence investigation?
Intelligent investigation. Yeah, I'll do that.
Seems appropriate, right?
Yeah. 2 successes, and I have investigative prodigy of 2.
Mm-hmm. You're looking at it, and it looks like the trap that you triggered was just a single stationary flamethrower but it was a cross. So there was one on either side, and you were lucky that you dropped and fell to the ground as you tripped over it, and it kind of was designed to shoot at the same time from both sides of you. And you do see markings, however, a couple other markings further along that definitely give you the impression that there are probably more traps along here.
Okay. So I think there's more traps.
Oh, great.
No security system was triggered.
James, I think you're gonna need to lead us so you can read what those symbols say.
Actually, either that or let me go ahead, and then I can tell James if he has anything.
I think one of it. I'll focus on looking at the ground and look for wires.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What am I saying? There were flamethrowers, and we're still gonna go ahead.
Lucas is actually laughing.
Yeah, the treasure is always behind the fire-breathing dragon.
In this case, you think Carol is a treasure? Because
Well, she's our group's treasure.
Yeah.
You have a crush on Carol?
Went this way.
Hmm?
Do you have a crush on Carol?
Mm-mm.
Are you lying?
No.
I'm gonna read your aura.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh.
Smoldery.
He's not lying.
No one has any issue with the flamethrowers.
Oh
Really?
yeah, this is
Yeah, I have
horrible.
issues with flamethrowers.
My endorphins are still high as hell from 2 dates though, so I'm not gonna die no matter what.
Hold on.
I feel alive.
Yeah, yes,
Hold
yes,
on.
AJ.
It's getting hot. in here.
Flamethrowers were the first trap,
Yes.
which means that if you made it past the flamethrowers, the further traps are meant to stop you.
And do you know what that means? Is that we
They're going to be harder.
know that we messed up really badly the first time because
We
we
didn't-
got in there without any this is the regular entrance. What we saw yesterday or this morning was the secret entrance
So why don't we go back to the secret entrance again?
because they know someone snuck in there.
Oh.
They'd be waiting for us. But also, we had a warning that you could read. So maybe there's more warnings in the symbols.
Yeah, like you're in the know and you can avoid the traps.
I can just read.
That's
things
all we
that they're-
need. You read that and it said watch your step and there was a flamethrower. I think that is useful enough.
Okay, so basically whoever made that was in the Boy Scouts before.
Or it's a cipher of some sort.
What badge is that? The flamethrower badge?
No, I mean the drawings.
Oh. I really don't think that's a Boy Scout thing.
All right. Quick check-in with everyone.
Yeah.
Is everyone having second thoughts about going back? Need to know now. Seriously about leaving. Because whatever it's going to be way worse than that.
Well, okay, AJ, would you go back on your own?
I think that when you say that, AJ freezes for a moment. Like, legitimately just, like, stops.
What's wrong?
And I think that, like, in AJ's mind, they're once again seeing, like, the trees at the darkness again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just kind of spiraling there for a moment, and they go, what?
Okay, so Steph,
Yes.
you're real smart. You make
Say that.
bad, brash decisions sometimes. So, James, if you think we need to go, we'll trust your judgment. Is that okay with everybody else?
You're the adult.
I'm going.
Well, okay, but what happened last time you went by yourself? You got in trouble. You had to find us. You got more trouble. Either we're a group or we're not.
We already made the deal that we're sticking together.
And reasonably
Yeah.
speaking, Steph, AJ and I can fight. You're a slinky.
What's a slinky?
Yes, I realize that. But I can get to places that you can't.
Yes, but getting out is the problem.
Oh, I can get out fine. I've had things chase me before.
Okay, give me a flashlight. I'll go first. I'll check for the messages, and look, you can all stay here for a moment. Maybe there are no more traps. Maybe that was just the one thing to scare people away.
Give me your keys.
Me?
Yes, to your apartment.
Why?
In case I watch you die, I need to go get Sokka.
Good point. I'll throw you my keys. I'm not
I
gonna
catch
die.
them and put them in my pocket.
I'm not gonna die. At least I don't think so. Look,
I
Carol
might have
must have...
repeat. Flamethrowers.
Maybe we can get the flamethrowers off the wall and use them as a defense.
Oh, those are.
I think they're in the wall.
One way or another, Carol came through here.
We don't know that she came through here. She might have came through the other entrance.
There might be other entrances. Yeah.
So that might have been constructed into the wall. Interesting.
Flamethrowers.
Yeah. So
I
if
think
it is,
AJ's just having like a mental breakdown that like everyone is not freaking out about flamethrowers.
I put my hand on AJ's shoulder and I lean in. This is horrible. But what I'm realizing is if we don't go, they're going to go anyways. And that's the problem.
no, if you guys don't want to go and you guys want to go back, we promised that we would stick together as a group.
You promised. Stephanie seems to have her own agenda. That's the problem.
Yeah. As long as I can't. Look at this place.
Stop
She's
rolling.
here.
And what if you're wrong?
Then where is she?
Work to figure it out.
I mean, she
I mean-
did write about the tunnels.
She did write their emotions. Someone was after her, and this is a pretty good candidate. Because you know what? I went down there, and I had the same amount of fear. So,
And if you charge blindly ahead like she did, you'll get lost too. That's the problem, Steph. We're already looking for Carol. We can't afford to be looking for you too.
I can't leave.
Can I make
I
a
can't do that
suggestion?
again. Okay?
Can I make a suggestion? If this is too dangerous for us to walk forward, we do know there is a back way. We now know the password.
Mhm.
Maybe if Steph, if you and I don't lead the way, and
Yeah.
maybe James could lead the way. I think
James. James or AJ or Lucas, because the phone. I'm worried about the phone.
Well, my phone's probably destroyed.
but if it's recovered, they could extract the data from it. He was in a lab coat.
And we were poking around.
You're talking about possibilities that no matter what happened, it's either too late and we're walking into it and there's nothing we can do about it, or there's a possibility. Regardless, it's out of our control. All of it.
Yeah, but
We're literally walking into unknowns.
I'd rather walk into an unknown than be, taken from my apartment as I'm asleep.
Okay. Then maybe we continue, and I hate to say this, but we move slowly. We move quietly as a group.
Deal.
No more loud arguing and
Yes.
talk in a whisper.
Yes, because everyone knows the situation, how many dates Lucas got in that fight ring.
Yeah.
We
So, I
can't
agree.
let Lucas die before his dates. Or let me die
Exactly.
before my date.
Exactly.
All right.
I agree about the slow and quiet. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I think we all kind of huddle up and get in like a squad formation of like Stephanie and James in front. I think AJ's in the back for like defense, sort of. And I don't know where Lucas or Damien would be.
James, do you want the headlamp or do you want or is the flashlight good for you?
I can do a
Make it easier to
flashlight
spot.
as long as someone lights up the drawings. I can read them.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on the ground for anything that looks out of sorts, like wires, or if they have pressure plates. That might be another thing.
Mhm.
I hope they don't have mines down here. That wouldn't make sense. It's possible.
A mine would cause an explosion that
Yeah.
would probably alert people above.
All right, just two things. Tell me if you hear anything weird. It could be anything. Or if you smell anything weird. It could be
Smells
gas.
musky.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Talking about chemicals.
So you proceed onward.
Mm-hmm.
I
Further-
hate it, but we do.
You proceed onward. Further as you're going. AJ, could you roll me wits composure, please?
Three successes.
Yay.
That's my highest roll. Not just today, ever.
You're kind of going along and keeping an eye on everyone else and keeping slide glancing behind you and being careful, slow and careful. And James finds a couple more pictograms that kind of give directions as well as a couple more warnings about traps, and you guys are a little bit more successful. AJ, you hear something behind you. You can't see it, but it sounds like footsteps that are walking in beat with yours. And when you look behind, there's no one there.
Everyone stop. Do you hear that?
No, I don't.
Hear what?
Someone's behind us.
I look at the footprints.
Sorry, stage whisper. I hear
Sage.
footsteps.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I do.
Yeah, I look behind him to see if
Yeah.
there's any disturbances or something that doesn't look like it belongs to any of us.
You can roll wits composure or intelligence investigation.
Intelligence investigation.
Wait, turn on your aura.
I need to focus on something.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Nothing. Wow.
There's nothing there.
I don't see anything. There's nothing seems disturbed at all.
I mean, it could be. AJ, could be an echo, but if that happens again.
What was it
Tell us.
exactly?
It sounded like footsteps that
Mhm.
weren't delayed is the thing. They weren't a delayed echo. They were in time with ours.
We could
Let's
leave.
keep going, but everyone pay attention.
That would require going back past whatever.
No, I was gonna say we could leave someone a few paces behind us.
No, I think we should keep going as a group and just pay attention.
No. That person in the horror movie always gets killed.
And I'm the black one. I just want to say that.
We have to
Also a
protect.
person of color.
Also,
Yeah, but let me have this,
But-
AJ. I'm the black guy.
You all have
That's
dates,
true.
so
I don't have a date.
and I don't have a date either. So
You have a date with destiny. Just kidding. This is awkward. Let's go. I'm scared.
All right.
okay.
All right. Same order. Just keep Vigil in the back.
I'll keep my ears open about it. That's stage whisper. We're all whispering.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, we're just being loud as fuck.
Ooh,
Do you guys hear that?
All right.
You are going to proceed down this tunnel carefully,
Mm-hmm.
paying attention to what's behind you or trying to. And Damien, can you roll me wits composure?
I can. Two successes.
Damien, as you're kind of glancing back to try and see if you can see or make out anything that that AJ had heard or that could be construed as a problem, you just see a face kind of glinting in the shadow, and they smile very toothfully at you.
Oh, great.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Fuck!
Oh,
When you say toothfully, is it like the Cheshire Cat, where it's like just normal teeth?
that's not it. One.
Doesn't sound like it. Just
Doesn't
by the
sound like
look.
it.
I'm just trying to be fucking
There-
hopeful.
I didn't say the word fangs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a teeth collector.
No.
Maybe it's
You
the
don't.
tooth
We don't
fairy.
need. You don't need the bone collector in the sewers. And
No,
the
we
tunnels.
don't. No, no, we don't.
It's the tooth
I've
fairy.
seen that movie.
Uh-uh.
Hi, how we all doing?
I'm gonna have anxiety for a week now.
I'm sorry?
Flamethrowers? Flamethrowers. Kika, I know you're watching. Was that really necessary? Flamethrowers?
Well, we weren't hit by them. So that's good.
We could have been.
It would have been very nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for Damien, he did have a successful wits composure roll earlier. So he may have failed one, but he had one success, so
Oh,
he didn't die. Or get lit on fire.
cool.
Hi. We all okay?
Good.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
that was
suffering
fantastic.
TM.
Poor. I feel so bad for AJ. It's like this is yeah.
What I'm
AJ
afraid-
got a date.
AJ got a date, but this is not.
Which means I can check off an aspiration, y'all.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes. You just have to survive long enough. It's a good motivator, you know.
That's true.
Lucas technically got 2 dates.
My goal was to meet a hot person at the fight.
Just you met a lot of
2
hot
dates
people.
and a
Now-
Netflix and chill.
Now it's just like now AJ's like, you know, blowing off steam activities. Now it's just filled with his like friends disrespecting the space constantly.
I brought you into like my safe space, and all of you were like, "Huh."
let's shit on it.
I mean, I don't think James was hitting on anyone. He may have gotten hit on.
hmm
No, he didn't even get hit on.
I think it's more mutual respect that
Mutual
was formed
respect
between
between
Saturday and
they-
James.
There's the constant thought.
I think she's just not disappointed anymore, and that's a win.
She's not disappointed, and she's not into you.
I don't know if Damien got hit on by the Pit King. I don't know what is going on with the Pit King, and
No.
I'm super curious about that.
Important
think-
question. Dame, like Lucas never hit on any of us
No.
ever. Mm-mm.
No.
I know
Dick.
you. Oh, that's
Mm.
weird.
No.
Also, Damien's not the prettiest, tool in the shed. He's very homely looking.
I mean, I would have expected Lucas to hit on me at some point because striking looks.
So it's
Every time we
probably
have a conversation, you whip out striking looks.
it's
I mean-
probably known
I
that
mean-
it's not serious, but he
Hmm.
he probably does. It's like, they do say teacher's pet.
It's probably one of those. The two of you know that it's just flirting, and it's fun
Yeah.
for the two of you at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I probably cannot be seen dating a student,
That's
even if
right.
they're not
That's
in my
right.
class.
That's right. Your academic career is
And I get the swoon condition. We're like two sides to the opposite coin. Oh, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shook.
I'm just a gremlin.
Please.
All the drama, please.
I'm just this little gremlin that digs around through condemned spaces. That's okay.
That doesn't mean that there isn't someone out there looking for you as well.
But now it
Just
Like the
haven't met
government.
yet.
Yeah, the government's not looking.
No, Russ.
But now I
All
have
right.
someone to talk about my trauma with.
Oh, trauma is good to talk about. But hey, y'all, that was fun.
It was.
Everybody have a good time?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Thank you, Kika, for letting me give you a hand tonight. But I think we'll go around in the reverse order of how we went so we can say goodbye to all the fine folk watching at home. Russ.
Hi, I am Russ Wild. You can find me on Twitter at RussWildest. You can also find me running the D&D podcast Prism Pals, where we will be releasing season 2 soon. You can also find me as a writer for the Pan-Asian anthology called Unbreakable, which was just announced today. Yeah, so I am a writer. I wrote a tier 3 module. So, yeah.
So proud of you.
Cool.
Oh, continuing around, it's Simon.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon at Wondering_DM on Twitter, WonderingDM on Twitch. You can find me here every Monday, or you can find me on my channel on Tuesdays playing Dark Matter, Thursdays playing Masks, Fridays playing Cyberpunk Red, and on Saturday afternoons playing Vampire the Masquerade. And that is about it. That's all I have to say. And what?
Off the table.
Oh yeah, and but it's only for like 2 more Fridays. I'll be on Off the Table playing my disaster child, Randall.
And next up is Shauna.
Hey, Shauna flanks us on Twitter, where you can find all the games I play, D&D stuff, as well as like all the art I've been doing lately. You can catch me on Uncanny Roleplay on Fridays for Judge Dredd. This is the finale this week, and just Hell's Rebels on Saturday on Power Scar RPG, where just I played the drunkest, most self-centered, like just awful bard. It's terrible. And on Monday before at 2 p.m. on Color Play, it's Game of Thrones Crownlands, where we are horse people. And I think there's terrible family drama, and I'm probably gonna commit a murder on there next episode, so it's okay.
So, like all the things you watch Game of Thrones for, then.
Mhm.
I love it. I'm for it. Hey, Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much all over the rest of the internet. You can find me Wednesdays on Encounter Roleplay, playing Zweihander as the elf thief. Skarut, forgot my name for a minute. You can find me on Drop the Dice channel on Fridays in the All Rogue campaign, The Little Rascals, where I play the changeling assassin Basilisk. I have too many characters and I started mixing their names, and now I'm realizing I have 2 characters with the same name in different games. That's weird, but not a problem. Hi.
I'm here for it. I support everything that watching when Gabe does all of his games. They're entertaining. You know. But it's McCloakin's turn.
Hello, I'm McLoken. You follow me at Twitter at McLoken. I usually tweet out when I'm going to be on the show. Tomorrow I'm going to be on Cobalt Press for World Tree Burns, where I play a knee-high gnome who is the most honest character I have. And I'll be on a podcast called Dark Fortunes, which is going to be a Humblewood campaign. I'm very excited for that one. I'm playing a servant barbarian, so he's a red stag, and I wrote a super long backstory for him, so I'm super excited. Tonight's episode was really great. I'm so happy Lucas got so many phone numbers, and I wish AJ won his fight. I'm concerned of what I saw. I hope it's not the Pit King who is hunting me, because I saw his aura and I don't know what his aura means yet. So I'm scared he's a vampire hunting me down. But that's McLoken thinking. But yeah, I got just follow me on the social medias. If you guys ever tweet me a question, I am more than happy to ask it or answer it, and maybe ask you a question at the same time. Might as well. But yeah, thank you guys. I had a fucking blast tonight. Dee, thank you for stepping in while Kika recovers. And next week we'll see Kika and have her scare the shit out of us.
Yep. Simon, you got something else you have to join us with?
Yes, real quick, because I saw the message as we were streaming, but February 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern is when the Kickstarter for the official second edition of Hunter the Vigil second edition from Onyx Path. So if you were interested in watching our mortals investigating the paranormal, Hunter the Vigil is basically that, but they are also armed and ready to fight off the threats that the knight has to throw at them. So that's going to be live on February the 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. If you want, Hunter is basically you getting to play out your fantasies of being a Winchester and driving a 1967 Chevy Impala around the world. At least the continental United States and Canada. But as for me, yes, I'm very excited for that, by the way. As for me, I'm at Dearjadon on Twitter or Praxagora as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. And I do a lot of things on Wandering DM. You should come see me there. I'll be there tomorrow for Dark Matter as my Kebichet, who's a Avera Cleric of the Void, It's Complicated made things even more complicated for her. That's a relationship that's just the definition of complicated for her at the moment. But on Wednesdays, I am over on Tales from the Grim for Witcher Family of Wraiths. And if you want to know what that's like, we started episode 1 with a funeral. So that's what that's like. And it'll be a lot of fun. Come check us out. But if you want to see more of me running some more World of Darkness on Saturdays at 1 o'clock on Simon's channel, I run the Vampire the Masquerade Nightfall Vampire family in New York, and there are no consequences to their personal choices whatsoever. But check out my Twitter. I always post where I'm going to be. I also posted a game that I wrote last night. It is a Descended from the Queen, hack for the Queen, set in Verdun, France in 1916 in December. So World War I fun times, ? But check it out. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. But have a good night, all.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
And don't let anything in the darkness bite your neck.